Rams defeat 49ers 12-6, dashing San Francisco's slim playoff hopes. In a game that had NFC West playoff implications and left a lot of fans shaking their heads. The Los Angeles Rams pulled out a gritty, hard-fought 12-6 victory over the San Francisco 49ers on Thursday night. While the Rams' playoff hopes are still very much alive, the 49ers' chances of making the postseason are likely over, crushed by a series of mistakes, missed opportunities, and a game that will likely go down as one of the most disappointing of their season. Let's break down what happened, because this one had plenty of drama and plenty of frustrations for the Niners. The tale of Deebo Samuel, a star's struggles. Let's talk about the big names first. Deebo Samuel, one of the most dynamic and explosive players in the NFL, has had a bit of a quiet season. He's been frustrated, even taking to social media to vent about not getting the ball enough. And, of course, the 49ers heard him loud and clear. In a game where the 49ers desperately needed a win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive, they made sure to target Samuel more, hoping to spark some energy. On one pivotal play in the third quarter, quarterback Brock Purdy hit Samuel in stride with a pass that should have been a touchdown, the type of play we've come to expect from Samuel in the past. But what happened next? You guessed it. Samuel dropped the pass. A perfect throw. A perfect chance for a huge momentum swing. And it all slipped through Samuel's hands. No excuses. If you've been begging for the ball and it comes your way in a key spot, you got to make the catch. This moment encapsulated the 49ers' 2024 season in a nutshell. A star player, once the team's most reliable weapon, struggling to make a play when his team needed it most. Purdy's struggles and crucial mistakes. Speaking of missed opportunities, Brock Purdy, who had been the darling of the NFL last season, had his own issues against the Rams. While the defense was holding up strong for the 49ers, the offense was stuck in the mud. Purdy wasn't sharp, and his decision-making was questionable. With the game on the line, and the 49ers trying to drive down the field for a chance at a field goal, Purdy threw a crucial interception. It wasn't just any interception. It came at a moment when the 49ers were in range for a long field goal. And if Purdy could have just managed the game better, they might have been able to tie it up or take the lead. That interception was a game killer. The Rams capitalized on the mistake, and the 49ers' hopes of turning things around melted away. Much like the rain pouring down over Levi's Stadium. Defensive struggles. The Rams get it done. The 49ers' defense, which had been playing well and keeping them in the game, got a huge boost with the return of Dre Greenlaw from a long-term Achilles injury. His presence was felt immediately, and the defense played tough against the Rams, particularly in the first half, where both teams struggled to generate much offense. But the Rams were a little more efficient, especially in the second half. Quarterback Matthew Stafford didn't light up the scoreboard, but he made key throws when they mattered most. On a crucial third down play, Rams tight end Colby Parkinson made a huge catch, and the Rams were able to burn clock in the final minutes of the game. A last-second field goal from kicker Matt Gay sealed the deal for Los Angeles. A game of missed opportunities. Let's talk about the first half for a second, because it was one of those games that made you wish you had stayed in bed with the flu rather than watching. Scoring was at a premium, and it was a battle of punters. The first quarter saw a series of punts and stalled drives, with only one decent drive resulting in a field goal for the 49ers, giving them a 3-0 lead. For Sean McVay's Rams, this was an ugly start. To put it into perspective, this was the first time in McVay's coaching career that his team had started a game with 4 consecutive drives without a first down. Yeah, you read that right, not a single first down. The offenses were sluggish, the defenses were bending but not breaking, and it was a painful display of football, especially if you had fantasy football players from either team. If you had 49ers or Rams offensive players in your lineup, you were probably ready to pull your hair out by halftime, as if things weren't tough enough. The rain started pouring down during the second quarter, making it even harder to move the ball. By halftime, both teams had combined for fewer than 200 yards of total offense. To say the game was ugly would be an understatement. The fourth quarter, all on the line. As the game wore on, it became clear, whoever could execute even a single decent drive would likely win the game. In the fourth quarter, we saw an unbelievable stat flash on Amazon Prime. For the first time in 152 meetings between the 49ers and Rams, there had been no touchdowns scored through 3 quarters. Not a single touchdown in 3 full quarters of play. That's almost unheard of in the NFL, especially between two teams with as much offensive firepower as these two. The 49ers had their chance to break through in the third quarter. But again, Deebo Samuel's drop came at the worst time. The Rams responded with a field goal to take a 9-6 lead, and the game seemed to slip further away from the 49ers. Then came the fateful interception. With just over 5 minutes remaining, Purdy launched a deep pass to Jawan Jennings, but it was overthrown, and Rams cornerback Darius Williams came down with the pick. That was the moment the 49ers' season probably died. After that, the Rams drained the clock, converted key third downs, and got one final field goal to seal the win. The 49ers' playoff hopes? Dead. What now for the 49ers? The 49ers have now lost 4 of their last 5 games, and they're sitting at a miserable 6-8 record. With only a handful of games left, it's hard to see them turning things around. Injuries have certainly taken a toll, but this team had Super Bowl aspirations. Now, they're probably just looking to play spoiler for other teams in the playoff race. Meanwhile, the Rams are still in the thick of things in the NFC West, and that 12-6 win was a massive boost to their playoff chances. A win is a win, no matter how ugly it looks. The 49ers, on the other hand, will have to regroup, hope for some miracles, and start thinking about how to rebound in 2025. With a roster that's still stacked with talent, they could be back in the hunt next year. But it's clear that their 2024 season is a disappointment. Conclusion: a season's end in the rain. If there's anything that sums up the 49ers' 2024 season, it's that they were a team of missed opportunities. From Deebo Samuel's drop to Brock Purdy's interception, and even the defense's inability to get key stops in the final minutes, the 49ers couldn't capitalize on any of their chances to keep their playoff hopes alive. So, what's next for the 49ers? Well, they'll need to take a long, hard look in the mirror this offseason. But for now, they're left to watch the rest of the NFC West fight it out, knowing they let a golden opportunity slip away in a season that promised so much more. And for the Rams, this ugly win might just be the boost they needed to keep their playoff dreams alive. That's all for today's breakdown of the 49ers vs. Rams matchup. What do you think? Are the 49ers done for the year? Or do you think they'll somehow find a way to bounce back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow NFL fans. Trust me, you don't want to miss our next breakdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.